And we are live.
Yep,
The
two
reason I always do that
guys.
is it pops up like 4 seconds before we actually. So I'm sure there's like a good 2 or 3 seconds that the people are watching this or something like, what the fuck are they doing? And we're just sitting there like,
Ding.
there's a spinny thing on the screen.
But anyway, we are live. Two guys on a wrestling podcast with the week review of professional wrestling and the KEPW Hostel Takeover review. That's a lot to say.
Right.
Goddamn. Hold up.
Yes, it is. Yeah, take a breath. Take a breath. Get you a drink of water, can of corn. You'll be all right.
Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, we do have a lot to talk about. Of course, we have reviews, previews, and just other
We have
random
reviews,
bullshit.
previews, and C-views. That's how it works.
Because we do actually have a pay per view tonight, and it's one that I'm looking forward to with NXT Takeover in your house.
NXT Takeover in your house.
Right. That's a hell of a title.
I know.
Which we even saw the return of Doc Hendricks, which was freaking cool. You got to admit.
I mean, yeah, it's Doc. You gotta have Doc. You gotta have the Super Slam. You gotta have it.
Right. And then now handsome. Yeah. As soon as he popped up, I'm like, oh shit. That fucking the '90s wrestling fan in me was just bouncing up and down like a fat girl on a trampoline. It was all excited.
Oh my god! If that trampoline could talk, oh my god! So go ahead, Joe. Kick us off.
Well, I guess we start in the week that was with Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and AEW had an event somewhere in this mix. I think at 10 o'clock on Friday night, which I don't know because I don't watch AEW. Frankly, AEW is the cancer of pro wrestling, and I can't wait for it to go out of business.
And Harley agrees.
Right. I mean, I've never seen as bad as anyone could say anything about the WWE. I've never seen a company literally, not figuratively, not verbally, not literally bury another company, and that's exactly what AEW is doing to Impact. Why Impact has agreed to this, I have no clue. I'm assuming it took copious amounts of alcohol because only that much alcohol, maybe some Rufinols or kayfabe cocktail in it, would have gotten them stupid enough to have signed this agreement.
Which makes me wonder what Bill Rosby's been up to because we ain't heard from him for a while.
Right. But that is as far as I go with AEW. We do move into Raw, which Raw was Raw. I'm sorry. It has quickly become the redheaded stepchild of the wrestling world, where it used to be the flagship. That ship sunk.
Anyway, we go from Raw being average Raw, not even average Raw.
No.
It's off Raw. Anyways, we go from that to NXT. This past week's NXT, the go home NXT before Takeover in your house. Damn. Just damn.
Yeah. The Fatal 5-Way for the NXT title. I cannot wait for that match. That's going to be great.
That's going to be that entire card, dude, from top to bottom is going to be a banger.
Yeah. I was about to, the $1 million championship ladder match, LA Knight, and what's that guy's name? Cameron
Grimes, Daddy, to the moon. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, dude, they're on right now. That's it. They're on, and that's going to be a hell of a match. Amber Moon versus Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Heavyweight title, or I guess not heavyweight title. It's the NXT Women's title because it's the women's title.
And you have that 6-man tag, winner take all, the MSK and Colossus Bronson Reed against Legado del Fantasma.
Right. That I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that has a possibility, even with that stacked Fatal 5-Way, that could steal the show.
I think there's going to be 2 show stealers in this one, to be honest with you. I think you're going to have the 6-man tag, winner take all, and that $1 million championship ladder match is going to be banger.
That's like I said. I don't see a down match in this card. But like I
And
said, I
like
think that I
and
think that 6-man winner take all tag match is going to be the sleeper match. And why did you? I, yeah, you're. Oh, there you go. I think.
I'm on. Where are you? I got a phone call. Sorry.
Okay. Uh, but yeah, that like I said, that card, I think start to finish, that's going to be. I am like excited for that. I can't wait to see that one. I think that is like I said, start to finish is going to be a hell of a card.
Yeah.
Now let's take a quick little detour into the land of production value and talk about SmackDown. First off, they're pushing more. What you know, I had to go there.
I love the segue. I love the segue. The segue was awesome.
Yeah, one thing they are pushing a a monster Otis, which is now looking more like the tubby guy from Back to the Future.
No,
But
he looks
you
like
know,
that one. No, he looks like the
no, I'm back.
evil. He looks like the evil dude off Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I knew it was an old movie. I couldn't remember which one. But
I
and
know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
yeah, I don't know why they had to release his beard. I mean, I figured the beard was part of the package with Otis, but
Yeah, but like, just imagine
he
him
tore
like,
up the damn Street Profits.
just imagine him like in a pool, talking about Pee Wee's bike, and you'll be fine.
But yeah, he killed the Street Profits. I mean, he just like
Demolished him.
he tore them
Demolished
up.
him. And
We had the
dude,
continuation and a little bit
oh,
of a flair from Cesaro with Seth Rollins. And can I ask the WWE one favor? I've always got your back. I mean, listen to what I say on the show. I've always got your back. What in the hell have you done to Bailey? Get rid of this ding dong shit.
did they really flub up on her nameplate and say the WWE
No.
champion Brock Lesnar?
No.
I saw that meme and I was like,
Unless
did they
unless they
really?
did that live and didn't do it on the one that I watched. Yeah, the whole thing with Bailey though, her look, she looks like a 50-year-old Jewish mother from like Palm Springs.
She really does.
I keep on expecting her to ask people if they ate or they want a brisket. You know,
or walk up to someone and be like, "You have chubby little cheekies."
right? And it's like, no, they're killing Bailey. They're killing her.
On
But
the Harley meter, she agrees.
yeah.
This is this is a new part of the show. If she nods her head like 3 times, it means you're a fucking retard.
Dude, she's nodding the hell out of you.
So if you get 1, 2, 3.
But yes, let's get on to that Nelson Mania, which you put up SmackDown is no better, which I say SmackDown is the number 2 show.
SmackDown is okay. It goes like this: NXT, SmackDown, Raw.
Yeah, it's if you want to go with like a full television wrestling, you have NXT, SmackDown, Raw, AEW, Impact.
And behind
That's
Impact,
yeah.
MLW.
Well, see that I don't really. Well, they got it. I guess they got a TV deal now. I
They
don't
do.
fucking know.
They do got TV deal now. Actually, they're on the same network that Dark Side of the Ring's on.
Oh, that's right. They're on Vice now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the only thing I liked about SmackDown was Ray calling out Roman Reigns, and you're absolutely right. And that brings us to the original segue of talking production value. When first off, having Dominic Mysterio run in with the kendo stick when Roman is back like this was perfect. He caught him off guard. It made Dominic look strong for a minute, but of course, the tribal chief got the upper hand.
Yeah.
And then Dominic starts doing his impression of R. Kelly, singing I Believe I Can Fly as Roman Reigns throws his ass about 10 feet outside the ring.
Now,
but this is where production value comes in. Because where was the cameraman? He was sitting there to show you Dominic flying, but not what Dominic landed in. He could have landed in a cloud of marshmallows, or he could have landed in death spikes. We don't know because we didn't see it. Unlike
Exactly.
another company that shows the people landing on cardboard.
Exactly. Now, again, like we said, whenever that incident happened, apparently the people in AWE listened to us.
That was beautiful. Like I said, you had the perfect angle to see how high up Dominic was and how far he was going, which Roman threw him like a damn football. I mean, we're talking, he was like going for a Hail Mary pass here.
Yeah.
He threw that boy a good 10 feet.
Roman chucked a human being about 5 feet across the arena, probably. And Dominic ain't small, folks.
No, he might look small compared to Roman Reigns or even one of the Usos. But let him get up to a person of normal size, and you'll see even the small guys on the screen are actually fucking giant in life.
Okay, what was that comment from Nelson?
What is your honest, unbiased, professional opinion on canceling Raw? Do you mean like USA canceling Raw? Because it's not going to happen.
Like Raw being canceled? Because that's not going to happen, dude.
Or are we talking in the snowflake era of, oh my God, my vagina hurts, I want it canceled? Because that's not going to happen either.
No, it's
frankly,
Raw,
everybody has gotten tired of the whole bullshit about canceling stuff, and we're not putting up with it anymore. So fuck off.
Basically, Raw makes the company money. Raw makes USA money. They may not like the ratings, but Raw still makes them money. At the end of the day, money talks and bullshit walks.
And the fact is, Raw, even okay, we've got love to see Ray beat the you know what out of Roman, which yeah, I mean it would be a good feel good moment. It ain't gonna happen.
It won't happen.
Ray's gonna get killed, and I'm sorry to say that, but in Hell in a Cell, if that match happens, Ray's dead. But and Rotomax,
Roman right now.
What the hell?
What? Ratings.
I guess ratings.
Yeah.
Well, yes, the ratings have dropped, but what you've got to do is look at what is on comparative to, and don't use network television because network television shouldn't get counted in the rating system against cable because of the distribution. Plus, you've also got to figure in one other factor that is not being. It's funny if you count it for some places, you count in the DVR and streaming. But if you look at it for Raw, no one counts the DVR or streaming. So the ratings for Raw actually are not as bad as everybody has been saying they are. The live ratings are. But you also got to remember, I don't watch it live. I watch it next day on Hulu.
I don't watch it live, though.
A lot of people that don't watch the product live anymore. And that's not saying the product isn't worth watching live, because if you want to look at it, the most television has gone to streaming. The actual air television is it's putting up a fight, but it's dying.
Yeah. I guarantee you in the next 5-10 years, everything will be on streaming.
Yeah, it will go to a full streaming and full internet access and things like that. And it would be nice to have Raw on Fox like SmackDown. And yeah, I think it would be too. And I think if you were to put Raw on SmackDown, or Raw on SmackDown, you put Raw on Fox, I think you would see a drastic change in.
Honestly, in my opinion, what Raw needs to do, and this is just me talking out of school here, what Raw needs to do is not really go back to how it used to be, but stop having writers tell the talent what they're going to say and what they're going to do.
Well, I'm going to be honest here. I think the one thing, and if you really want to sit down and you really want to look at it, granted, during the WWE's time when it was in the pits, its writers were Vince
and Pat Patterson.
Pat Patterson. Then you look at when it hit its peak in its Attitude Era, it was Vince, Bruce Pritchard and Jim Cornette.
Yeah.
Then it went Vince Russo and Jim Cornette. Then it went Bruce Pritchard, Vince Russo, and Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
You notice that's when the change started happening. And he started bringing in people that were not wrestling people to write a wrestling show. They don't know what they're doing really with a wrestling show. They don't understand the structure and the way things are supposed to work. They're trying to put normal drama and television style into professional
a wrestling
wrestling,
show,
and
and it's
it
not going
doesn't
to
work.
work.
And that's
I
what
mean,
we're running into, that problem. It needs
you
to go
saw
back
what
to having
happened.
wrestler people.
You saw what happened when WWE won the war and beat out WCW. They were stagnant for about 6-7 months.
And Billy Kidman. What about Billy Kidman?
Yeah, I didn't get the other comment from the other Nelson. What did he say?
It'd be nice to have Raw. The order has been it'll be nice to have Raw on Smack or on Fox, and then
No,
and Billy
Nelson.
Kidman.
No. The pickle.
The other one says why a 3 hour Raw, 3 hours of Raw is way too much. Literally, yeah, and absolutely 2 hours it needs to go back to.
Yeah, Triple H has
even Triple H has said that. Yeah,
like
Triple
the
H,
third hour,
Stephanie.
the third hour of Raw is detriment, and we know what happened to another brand that went to 3 hours, which was WCW. They took Nitro from 2 hours to 3 hours, and look at what happened.
And Kidman wasn't part of the wrestling, part of the writing team. Kidman was a road agent.
Kidman now is a road agent. He is not part of the writing team. If he is, he must have got promoted recently.
Yeah, I've never heard him as part of creative. He's always been a road agent and helping the guys put their match together, but that's about it.
Yeah, he's never been part of anything creative. Now, Road Dogg is part of creative for NXT along with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah. Thought he was, and Kidman is an agent and a producer.
Yes, he's an agent, a road agent, and a producer of matches. Basically, what Pat Patterson was, minus the sexual allegations.
Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe, those guys were road agents, and Dick Finley, and there's been a couple of dozen.
Yeah, minus
still is Arn Anderson.
Arn, I don't know what he is in AEW.
Yeah, I don't know what he is there, but he was an agent and producer in WWE before he left.
Yeah.
Or got fired because who was it? Alicia Fox came to the ring drunk.
Alicia Fox. Sorry.
I just always loved that name because his answer when they were like, why would you let her go to the ring drunk? They just happen all the fucking time. Why wouldn't I? It's like everybody used to come to the ring drunk. Hell, I know Flair when having matches, and he's had like 2 6-packs and a bottle of wine and 3 kamikazes.
That's because Ric Flair was Ric Flair. Okay. Same thing can be said for Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels would go to the ring, peeled out of his goddamn gourd, but he's fucking Shawn Michaels. When that bell rings inside that 20 by 20 ring, can't no one outshine Shawn Michaels. I don't give a fuck who you are. Oh, this motherfucker. Brandon, how you doing?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Exactly. That proves the point right there. NXT is the best of the 3 shows. You have wrestlers running NXT, and look what they got.
They're actually doing NXT. When NXT started, was a game show. It was the throwaway show that no one watched. I mean, I still watched it, but that's because I was just a huge NXT person.
Oh yeah, remember Titus O'Neil carrying the keg like 8 times?
Was it 8 times?
I don't know how many it does, but it was funny. He kept falling.
I thought it was twice. I think it was twice. I don't remember.
Whatever it was a foreshadowing to a certain event that Titus World Wide will always be known for.
Hey, you know he got shit from everyone on that plane on the plane ride back because of what happened. He went under the ring, okay, not halfway, Under. He went all the way under. I'm
That was
surprised he
so
didn't
funny.
come out through the other side. Like I was waiting for it to happen. That would have been awesome.
And about Arn Anderson's son in AEW, I will utter the phrase that I've heard all over Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and everyone else. Arn Anderson has a son.
I thought he had a daughter. Like legit.
I didn't think any, I had no freaking clue because nobody's heard of him until right now.
No, he mentioned them before. He mentioned them in a promo in WCW, but he always said his daughter. He never said his son.
And yes, NXT was FCW before they had the name change. And but the first time it aired NXT, the game show replaced ECW on SmackDown. Sci-Fi. Why do I keep calling shit SmackDown?
Basically, NXT started as a game show in 2010. At the same time, FCW was developmental in Florida. Basically, they took the idea for FCW took the idea of FCW from OVW. If that makes sense.
Well, that's what they did. Because originally OVW was the developmental territory for the WWE, which is where we got Batista, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, Shelton Benjamin, the Boogeyman, Santino Marella.
Literally, if you have the network and or Peacock, they go in depth on that. And literally, John Laurinaitis went up to Louisville and said, "We're moving everything to Florida." That's pretty much how it went down.
Actually, I did like Tough Enough. I'll be the first to admit that.
I liked the first season. I didn't really much care for the later seasons.
Well, I thought that last season was pretty good until Hogan screwed it up.
Well, didn't Jericho take his place on that one?
Yeah, but they had to take it off for 2 weeks and all of that because Hogan found the one guy that wasn't his brother.
I'm not gonna no. Tough Enough, in my opinion, was their version of a reality show. They tried to capture the reality show bug, which didn't work.
And we'll see now. This is where I think it would be better. I mean, they try to capitalize off of the publicity from Tough Enough that they would bring in, and it just didn't work. With the NXT setup the way it is now, you could put that guy in the
NXT developmental,
or a woman in the NXT developmental, have them go on NXT as the Tough Enough winner. You would still be able to use that push, but without having them thrown into the main roster and the main feud. I mean, let's face it, the first Tough Enough winner was Maven, and his first main feud was The Undertaker. How was he going to come out on top of that one?
Well, also you gotta look at it. They did that with the last winner of Tough Enough. I forgot what his name was.
Yeah, I do too.
The one that Austin stunned in the ring.
Yeah.
In 2011.
Austin stunned somebody in the ring. That
I forgot. He went by Silent Rage. That was his gimmick or whatever. He actually went to developmental in NXT and didn't make it to TV because he couldn't hack it. But he somehow got through Tough Enough, which made no sense. Wasn't David Flair in Tough Enough?
No.
Thought he was.
And I know how you feel about Hogan, and I'm not saying anything against him. It was right in the time that all that crap happened, and they had to get him off the air quick because there was a shitstorm coming.
What was Brandon's comment before that?
I'm putting it up. It's just I'm going in order.
Okay, I just was making sure I didn't see it.
And I agree 100%. Because, and I mean, look at it. If you actually want to look at it, look at the ones that have put in the work and where they've gotten versus the ones that have come out with their whole gimmick being my daddy's Dusty Rhodes.
Again, I'm going to argue this a little bit. You can't say that about everyone.
I
Randy
didn't. I said
Orton. I'm saying if you look at everyone that's come in that's had a mom or a dad in wrestling, Randy Orton, Dominic. I mean, yeah, Dominic's kind of going off the
Dominic
Mysterio
got
thing.
Dominic got thrown at you. See, this is the difference. Orton went through OVW. Oh, Orton was in another. He did indie stuff. Then he went to OVW. Then he got brought up to the main roster. Then he got a push.
Dominic
Dominic
just
went
got
from who
thrusted.
the fuck is that guy? Oh, he's a tag team champion now, and that's where you
Dominic
see.
Dominic basically got thrusted into it because they needed someone to get the emotion behind Ray for that match with Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, and of course
Right,
it had to be Dominic because it wasn't going to be his sister.
right. And that's where I agree 100% with Brandon. If you look at like I said, you look at the guys and the girls that have put in the work. Look at where they are versus David Flair, or hell,
I'm
even Ted
sorry,
DiBiase Jr.
I'm sorry. David Flair could not sell worth of crap. Like
No, he was a shit wrestler.
if you watch his WCW stuff, he just stands there and doesn't really react to anything.
No, he's a shit wrestler. He always was, and he even admits that he was, and says he never wanted to be a wrestler.
He was just wanting to be
That was
next to
something
his.
his dad kind of pulled
He
in.
was just wanting to be next to his dad. Look at David. Look at David San Martino.
Exactly. That's another great example. And yeah, that's exactly why you're Nelson Mania. Rolling wild on folks.
Well, you can go ahead and roll on wild there, buddy.
Uh, you just wait. Uh, we have now got. I definitely have one other person confirmed, but it's going. I'm not even going to put everybody on the air. I'm just going to let you and Nelson Mania have a few minutes alone. When he goes and gets done rolling wild on you, then the rest of us are going to come on and talk.
First of all, no, but for real, who's all going to be part of this roundtable? Like seriously, how many?
I had another one drop out, but Zach is going to be there. Of course, you, me, and Nelson Mania. I had another person lined up, but they dropped out. They ended up planning to go out of town for the weekend. So well, shit. So we're back to 6 seats.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Oh. And yeah, Arn Anderson has a son, and he has signed a developmental contract or whatever contract with AEW.
I don't know if they
Again,
even have.
I don't think they do.
What's their developmental? The factory.
Dark,
That's the
dark.
only developmental that I could think of for AEW is the factory.
Yeah.
It does.
Put in the work, humbles people. You can be the most talented in the world, but if you have a shit attitude and cocky, that counters everything. Yeah, sweeping the floor, putting up the ring, setting up for shows. Exactly.
It does.
It's actually
It
one of the
humbles
cool.
it literally humbles the hell out of you.
It's one of the things that Cornette talked about. How when he was in Ohio Valley, how he worked and he knew who was going to be like the guys that worked in it well or not. And he always talks about John Cena. John Cena shows up and he's moved all of his stuff. He's moved to Ohio, to Louisville, and he's ready. And the first thing he does is he walks in and he goes, "All right, what do I need to do?" Well, we're going to be no. Do I need to set up the ring? Do I need to set up chairs? I can drive a truck. I have a license for this. I can transport the ring if you want me to. And he's like offering to do this stuff. All the other people were all like, "Oh no, now I'm in developmental now for WWE. I'm dead.
Brock
No, Cena
Lesnar.
came in right, Brock Lesnar especially, but Cena came right in from day one and went to work.
Well, I mean, you got to think Brock Lesnar was going to be a star regardless because of his size.
I still can't figure that either. I don't know if they maybe threw some powder on him before he went out or what.
They must have. I mean, because the only person I know that can see John Cena is the Undertaker. We saw how that ended. The Undertaker developed a new power. He sat up and saw Cena.
And of course, this was back during his prototype era. So, for all we know, maybe people could see Cena at the time. Maybe this has been something that has developed later in life.
But you
Of
know
course, he's starting to
something?
wear camo now.
But you know something though? Now I get it. now we can't see John Cena. We just can't see him. He's probably there. We just can't see him. It's a magic trick.
Nelson Mania. And look how stupid Cena turned out.
Cena made more money in his. Okay. You gonna start some shiitake mushrooms, okay? Even Ollie's over here going, no, sir. No.
And AEW Dark basically is their developmental. They have mountains of people no one's ever heard of on there.
I don't know. I don't watch AEW Dark, so I really don't care.
I can't remember how many damn Darks do they have now.
Dark Elevation, and then Dark.
Okay, so they only got 2 Darks, plus two live weekly shows coming. Plus
Rampage.
And
Rampage is gonna be on Fridays.
Yeah, let's see how good it works against SmackDown. Are they going to bitch about the NBA this time?
Probably.
Oh, I love it. All the marks ran out to sign a petition to get TNT to quit moving AEW for the NBA, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to tell the NBA with their 19, 20, 35 million viewers that we can't put your game on because we want to put up AEW and they're 750,000.
Yeah. Let's see how well that works.
Yeah.
So, do you want to get into this week's squabble in whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I guess we will get into Kentucky Elite Pro Spousal Abuse. I mean, wrestling.
Yeah, pro spousal abuse. Anyway, Kentucky Elite Pro spousal abuse. Wrestling. Had a show, Hostile Takeover. Oh, what?
Oh, which I do give that. Actually, I do give them credit. They will do that. But at the same time, all they do is get buried to the Elite or the Friends of the Elite.
Pretty much.
So they don't really make any. They're not making any. I mean, they're getting their face out there, but when you get your face out there as the guy that gets his ass kicked,
like
what are you really doing?
Can I ask you a question? And I'm just going to ask either anyone in the comments or whatever. What happened to Joey Janela? Like, what's going on with him?
And I have no clue.
He's not been on AEW Dynamite since the inception of it. Neither has Sonny Kiss. What was that?
Oh, it's probably me opening my bottle. But I think it's raining here.
And neither has Sonny Kiss.
Mm-mm.
And you have Nyla Rose, the first, probably. I was just asking because, like, I've noticed he's not been on, and I'm like, what's going on? And like, Sonny Kiss hasn't been on, and Nyla Rose, who's a former women's champion, is now doing backstage segments on BTE. What the fuck?
No, we were both at the show. All right, so let's get into that. Which I gotta say, it started off with some fire.
Nope. Yeah, we were. Yeah, Nelson.
Okay, pun intended.
Yeah, Nelson Mania. We were both there, but Joe did the stuff outside. I didn't really do anything.
No, you just sat and sat.
Shut up.
I go and do for anyone who watches when I go and do those. Yes, they're quick because one, it's intermission, so I'm not trying to miss any part of the show. I am there to see the show, regardless of what it is.
Exactly, like that's it. Like, we go there to see the show.
And another thing is, I do it when I'm smoking. So intermissions are not that long. You got maybe 5-10 minutes. That's enough time for you to go to the bathroom, maybe hit the concession stand if you're a little thirsty.
I mean,
I was a little thirsty Friday, but okay.
This last show was actually a really good one.
Oh, no, when I do that, I know what he's talking about because I always say is, hey, we are live because I'm so used to having it you or me or you or me and Michael, the other Michael, the better Michael. the one in South Carolina. So I'm always used to referring to we, and I was like, well, wait, I'm the only one. So it's actually me live.
Yeah.
So that's and that would have and that might have added a little confusion. But no, we were both there. I'm gonna convince this lazy lump of crap to come out with me on those, and we can do an update or a pre-show from there at some point.
Yeah.
But normally,
It's
he's
really hard for us to get in either one of our cam views together because we some big
yeah,
ass boys.
yeah. And that's another thing. Another thing, I usually use these so that it eliminates some background noise. These only work for me, not for him. And like you said, neither one of us got the arm to get this much humanity in one frame.
Yeah, there's no way.
Normally I would be making the tubby or the wide load joke about him, but the truth of it is, when we both get in there, you got to get a supersized lens.
Like you've seen us together on the podcast before, and like recently we done one together at my house, and neither one of us could get in the frame at all.
Yeah, it's like one's back leaning like this, and the other one's leaning like that to try to crisscross, and it's just a mess. It's like I said, there's a whole lot of humanity to try to fit into one frame.
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
so
It's bad.
that's where we're going. I mean, I have been looking at some things to kind of help that selfie stick to where we got a little more extension in the arm area. Some slim fast for
Look,
Mike.
I'm on Slim Fast, fucker. Anyways, let's get into this. Let's get into this show that happened this past Friday. Again, the crowd was amazing. The crowd was lit.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then, like I said, they did start off with some fire, quite literally, with
Yeah,
the returning Scott Diamond. Even though he is not cleared, he
it
comes
was
out literally throwing fire.
literally throwing fire. We
Yeah,
had literal fire thrown, okay? And it wasn't like it was like poof.
right. And he came out to confront and start, and that was to start off the show. A
That was
lot of
the
the questions
start.
we
He
had
came
was
out and
right there.
he came out and confronted Doss Man, and that was the start of the show. And then we go into our first match of Gaston LaRue versus Omega D.
Yeah, and tell me that was not SpongeBob doing the damn entrance music for Gaston. I kept on expecting to hear "Who Lives in a Pineapple Under the Sea" at any minute. I mean, I was sitting there like on the edge about to holler SpongeBob SquarePants, and it never happened. I was a little disappointed in that.
No one's good as Gaston. Sorry. Anyway,
Yeah,
that match ended up ending in a no contest due to interference from one Doss Man.
yeah. That I don't know what the hell's going on through his head. I really I can't
I
figure it out.
think he's hitting that age of midlife crisis, and he's just trying to latch on to whatever he can latch on to.
Okay, well, if you're having a midlife crisis, go buy yourself the shiny pecker car and go on with it.
Yeah, go buy you a motorcycle, man. You'll be all right. Get the wind flowing through those blonde locks or whatever you want to call those. Um,
Well, that could be another thing. Maybe we did. Maybe that's it. Maybe he's having a little trouble. The dyes got in there, and the dyes rotted out the brain.
I mean, probably. Who knows? I mean, he's been going through some stuff, man. He needs to get that come to Jesus moment sometimes.
Mm.
Um, Next match, of course, was announced there. Um, was non-sanctioned Camille Ahmad versus Scott Diamond, and you love the way this match ended.
Yes, I do. The whole night, Scott, and even when he was on here with us live that Thursday, he said, "I used to do some bad things. I'm a bad man." And when Camille woke up and checked his teeth, made sure they were all there, I think he realizes Scott was a bad man because that wasn't a match, unsanctioned or not. Scott just knocked him out. I
Pretty
mean,
much. Pretty
the bell
much.
rang. The
He
bell
had the power.
rang. The Knucks came on.
He had
Nighty
the
night.
power. He had the power of the punch, bro. He brought that
That's
William
right.
Regal fire. You know what I'm saying?
And that was it. That was a quick match. But like I said, I think it
And
was a
then
little
and
reminder.
then
The old
and
dog has
then
some tricks up his sleeve.
and then out comes Tony Corral to help out Camille or whatever. And then out from behind the curtain come Cash Jackson and Devin Blake, and we see the reformation or the formation, if you will, of the what's it called?
He called that night. He said this was the New Age Cartel, and I believe their official name is going to be Cartel Legacy. There will be a link that I want to get permission to share before I do, just because that's the way I work. But I do see some T-shirts getting popped up on that, and I've already put a word in trying to see how much we get ours. So hopefully we can get them in before the next event on June. I believe it's going to be June 25th.
Yes.
So that way, we can be there showing our support for Bobby or Scott, rather, not Bobby. Bobby can go to hell. Sorry, I saw something else pop up on here, and the name hops into my head. I don't fucking. Like I
Anyway,
said,
and then
I've
that
had some
leads
brain
in,
damage or something this weekend.
and then that leads into a tag team match with Johnny Suede and Tiny Haas against Cash Jackson and Devin Blake, and Devin Blake and Cash Jackson go over.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not a real surprise. You saw it was a good match, and well, they keep calling the guy Biscuit, and I was wondering about that. And the what was his name?
And what's up with the Barbie girl thing? Like, I don't get that either.
No, I don't. That's it. So we got Sean in the comments going, but he's a Doss Man fan.
Oh, you're a Doss Man fan. I thought, okay, so how would you feel if Doss Man told your kid to be quiet? Then you'll be a Scott Diamond fan, right? Just like you're a fan of Bubba, but you can't stand Bully. Make your mind up, son.
Okay, but wait. Okay, that kind of messed my head up for a second. A fan of Bubba, but you don't like Bully.
Yeah, there's a reason he don't like Bully. We're not gonna go into that.
We'll save some of that since he will be live on July 3rd.
Who?
We'll save some of that for the sequel. Or July 5th. Which one are we doing that on?
July 3rd.
3rd, okay.
And I'm sorry, but Bully was a draw in TNA. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Shit, I don't know what we're talking about now.
Anyway, JR Rock and Juicy Jimmy. Your favorite wrestler?
Yeah, no, I still say the jelly roll is there.
It's not gonna happen.
The potential is endless.
It's not gonna happen.
I tell you what, I will even get a damn manager's license. I'll be y'all's manager.
Wait, okay, what are you gonna call us? What would be our team name? Tons of Fun?
Yes, that's it. That would work. And we've got Nelson. Nelson saying he wants to see a match between you and me, which no. Sean saying he's going to mention the incident with Bully Bubba in the group chat, and Nelson saying he liked Devon Bubba Ray is an idiot, and I've met him in person.
so has me and Sean.
And we have the request for a match between you and me at KEPW's next show.
No. Why would I want to fight my friend?
Like I said. But like I said, I will be. We could be the Tons of Fun, and it could be you, me, and Juicy Jimmy. I'll get a manager's license. I don't care. I'll do it. I ain't even got to pay me. I'll do it. I don't care about getting paid. I do this shit for fun.
And would it be hilarious? Like, our build weight would be like 500 some odd pounds.
Dude, I think you need to aim a little higher because I'm thinking you and me probably hit 500.
We probably do, actually.
I think you throw Juicy in the mix. We might be like a good half ton.
But where would we be from? Where would the team be from, sir?
Straight from the buffet.
Straight from any buffet in Lexington or Kentucky.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Straight from the buffet. The Tons of Fun.
Oh, good You're gonna give these people ideas, and they're actually gonna do this shit.
I honest to God, I do it for fun because, and like I said, I do this shit for fun. I go to that show for fun. That's why I like doing this.
Anyway,
But I'm being
Nelson,
dead. No, wait. I'm being dead serious right now. It's like I said, I will pay. I will pay the license or whatever I got to do. I will be the manager. The three of us will be a team. I guarantee you, tag team titles inside of a month.
probably. And Nelson, you're not gonna be the commentator because all you're gonna do is talk about Hulk Hogan.
And I'll be there at the commentary table for the match between. Yeah. So as soon as it happens, we'll let you know. You can roll on up there and then
Yeah,
roll off the damn cliff.
you can roll on up there, buddy, and do what you do. And Sean said,
and
"Yes,
please,
please."
to which we got tons of. We've got a couple of ideas going. The match between me and Mike, or the idea of the tons of fun tag team.
I would like to see the Tons of Fun tag team. Honestly, I really would.
That's what I'm saying.
Just to see how it played out. Just to see how it would play out. Honestly.
You know, and like I said, we got the Jelly Roll for the tag team finish. We got Juicy Jimmy doing the stink face with the calling it Taste the Rainbow.
I'm done.
All the above. So see, we've already got you a fan. I know probably DOS fans watching in the background. Maybe Scott. Like I said, here we go. This is how this is money right here. I'm promising you this.
Oh, you know it'll be money, and that's the sad part. It'll be money.
Uh-oh. And we have lost Mike. Shit. Now we got off subject, and I don't remember where in the hell we were to begin with. But yeah, that we've lost Mike. Just wait for him to pop back on. Oh yeah, it always gets a little bit better once he leaves. But kind of going back into the KEPW event, there were a couple of more matches that are coming up on the card. I know we do have a tag team title defense, but of course, after the incidents of the Diamond Scott Diamond match, there, yeah, I'm kind of going back onto that, but he has a card and actual breakdown. I didn't get that, so I was kind of waiting. Well, I usually get it if it's on my phone, and I don't use my phone. Just kind of giving Mike a couple of minutes to jump back in. But yeah, we did have like I said, a tag team title defense from the was supposed to be the Dominions, but ended up being Doss Man and Tony defending it against Apollo and JB Thunder. That one actually was turning into a decent match, but there was a little trickery and a little, a little bit of well, yeah, not really, because like I said, I don't have the match card, and I'm trying to go off of memory. Which, as we see the way I've been slurring shit around, you think I'm drunk, but I'm not. Like I said, just kind of waiting to see where. Oh, now it looks like you back.
Yeah, mother flip a dipper. I've been back. I've been backstage waiting. Anyways,
I have a private chat. Oh, there.
Anyway, the KEPW Tag Team Championships were on the line as Tony Corral and yes,
Now
Big Dog.
I got kicked from the damn chat. What the how do I get kicked from my own damn show? And now it's saying to add me back. Oh my god.
Dude, you're in the show. I can see you.
Yeah, now I am, but oh my god. Like I said, it was literally sitting here, then all of a sudden it never showed up where you were back on. Then when I bring you back in, it kicks me out.
Anyway, we have the Tag Team Championships on the line as Tony Corral and what was supposed to be Camilla Moss taking on Apollo and JB Thunder. But in light of what happened earlier on to Camilla Moss, he could not defend the tag team championship. So
Yeah,
it ended
to
up being Big
quote,
Dawson.
to quote, the movie Friday, he got knocked the fuck out.
Wow, you are the whitest white man I ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Hey, no, I've seen you much whiter. And that you got to admit it. He, like I said, he got knocked the fuck out.
And of course, Big Dossman got caught with the steel chain, and some fuckery happened, and we could have very well seen a lot more of Scott than we wanted to see.
Yes, that came close.
Like I know,
mean, it's
Scott,
always good. It's always good to get a little bit of extra for your in the show when you pay for the tickets and all. But we didn't need that free show. Sorry, Scott. Man, come on, man.
Like I know Scott's licensed and all. I get that, but I don't think him below here is licensed. So
you got to keep it PG, at least PG-13. You know, and like I said, we almost got the free show.
I think Scott was getting a little too happy and a little too ready to go out later that night. So now we get the Kentucky Elite Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship as Victor Bruiser, aka the Wish Rakishi or the Oreo, whatever you want to call him this week, versus the Iron Man Cody Matthews.
Yeah, again, Vic was Vic. I mean, after he got through feeling himself up in the double D's, he did pull out the bag to try again on Cody. And I fully agree with Cody. He kind of let him have it at that. Cody did start that match off hot because you remember he jumped him coming out. Exactly, because he jumped him coming out. You got to take your advantage where you can with a guy like Vic. Yeah. Vic is not going to play fair. Vic is not going to be a guy that follows the rules. So you know from the beginning you got to get after him. And that's exactly what Cody did, taking it to him this time. Vic did take over the match, and there was some pretty brutal beating during the match. Yeah. Cody got that quick roll-up pin on him, and the rest is history. It's in the rule book. It's in the books now.
Yep.
And Cody is still your champion.
Still the heavyweight champion, but the beatdown afterwards, Vic taking off the referee's belt and beating Cody Matthews with it. Not just him, but the referee, and even the ring announcer got involved in this.
Nick, man, they
need to give that man. They need to give Nick some hazard pay, something, because 2 weeks in, 2 months in a row he's getting beat. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You know, dude, I don't know how much you're paying him, but I'm trying to hook a brother up. Man, ask for a raise. Ask for security.
Ask for something.
You know, start doing your shit. Start rocking it like The Rock does, and be live via satellite.
Exactly.
It'll be safer.
It's safer. You get to sit at home and be live via satellite. It works out, man.
Right. And no, we ain't smelled what The Rock is cooking for some time. But according to rumor, as I have been saying on this podcast for like 3 or 4 months, now Dave Meltzer has decided to put it out there too. They're planning on the possibility of The Rock returning to the WWE at SummerSlam to set up a angle between him and Roman Reigns for
Harley Quinn's favorite
WrestleMania.
Harley Quinn's favorite wrestler is The Rock, by the way. She loves it. She loves her some Rock. You know, okay. That went too far.
Right. But as I said, how many months ago did I say that?
That is true, and now it's rumored that he is going to be at Survivor Series this year, and that will mark the 25th anniversary of his debut in the WWE, and also could lead to a possible Reigns Rock at WrestleMania.
I said it months ago. Now everyone's running with it because fucking Dave Meltzer said it. Well,
that's because everyone's sucked. Never mind.
Perfect. I'm glad you said it, so I didn't have to. I'm still being watched, which I've kind of let go of the profanity today. But thank you, Facebook. I don't do well with the filter, and I don't do well with people telling me what to do.
And this
I have
portion
issues.
of Two Guys in a Wrestling podcast has been brought to you by the Kayfabe Cocktail.
No, by the letter F. F, you,
Hey, today's magical word is F. What does that mean, kids?
And yes, I have been hearing rumors of Reigns versus Cena at SummerSlam.
God, I
Cena
hope
is
not.
Cena is working on a show for the WWE. For the WWE, it's going to be on Peacock exclusively, and they may be pulling him back in to do some matches.
Yeah. So
But just
there
real quick to
was
wrap up the KEPW Hostile Takeover. All in all, what do you give the rating?
honestly for the card, it was a decent card. I enjoyed the matches. I enjoyed the story from the continuing of the Bobby and Scott thing. I enjoyed that. I give it a 9. What about you?
I'd say 8, 9, definitely. Like I said, it's nothing beats live. Being live and in that crowd was livid. It was live and loud in there.
Especially
Frankfurt was rocking. Frankfurt was rocking from 7:30 on.
especially that one dude in the white shirt. Woo, buddy. Yeah,
Right.
he was going ham on some shit.
But
Anyway,
so we
again,
have
what?
gone. Nelson Mania chiming in with Cena needs to stay away from the WWE.
Nelson, you need to stay away from your freaking computer, all right?
Okay. And other Nelson, we have you take on Reigns, possibly winning over Cena, Lesnar, and The Rock. He's already beaten Cena. Actually, he's already beaten all of them.
Yeah, he's
Except for
already
The
beaten
Rock.
them all, but can he beat them all? But no, he hasn't beaten Rock yet because they haven't had a match.
That's what I said. That's what I said, except for The Rock.
Yeah.
He's already beaten Lesnar. He's already beaten Cena. Multiple times on both, actually.
Yeah.
It was funny. They teased a little bit of a division with the bloodline, then kind of brought it back in stronger with him kind of starting to reach into Jimmy's head.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing that go. And I think it will be neat. But I do think the way they would run it is to turn the Usos back to face and have them siding with The Rock. And that'll be like the true head of the table match.
Yeah.
I don't think The Rock, I do not think it will be a Universal title match.
No, it will not. It won't be. Eventually, Roman is going to have to lose that belt, but it's not going to be at The Rock.
And Nelson Mania calls you a jackass.
Well, Nelson, I don't care.
Reigns hasn't beaten Lesnar?
No, he didn't. He came close. But then Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank.
Oh, shit, that's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. I'm wrong. Thank you for that, Sean.
I forgot about Seth cashing in Money in the Bank.
Right. Which, of course, that's the match I actually want to see.
What?
I want to see Lesnar come back and it be a head of the table versus the Beast.
That'd be a good match.
I think the build up to that match would be incredible. I think with you having like.
And honestly, that's going to be probably the only way to get that belt off of Roman. In my opinion. Because it would make sense. Because then you can redo what happened at Survivor Series 02 with Paul Heyman and Big Show.
Right.
Just change the cast.
And I think the way it would work out really good is to have Heyman trying to keep the peace between the two of them.
Well,
like,
here's the thing.
No, you two, you could be,
Here's the thing, Nelson. Eventually, Roman's going to have to lose the belt. Eventually, it's going to have to happen.
He's already been the champion now for what?
He won the Universal title, I want to say, at SummerSlam. No, it wasn't SummerSlam. It was after SummerSlam. He beat The Fiend for the championship. He's been champion for a good minute.
Almost a year.
Yeah. So you
Almost a full year.
eventually have to drop the belt to somebody, and the only person I can foreseeably seeing that being done for is Brock Lesnar, and that's the only one that would make sense at the peak of where Roman is right now.
And yeah, I agree. I think that would be a great match between Lesnar and Reigns.
And also, it would intertwine with the Paul Heyman thing because then Paul would have to make a decision on who he wants to be with, Roman
Right.
Reigns or Brock Lesnar.
And I'm going to go right out and say it. Lesnar needs Heyman.
Yeah.
Reigns doesn't.
Reigns really doesn't. I mean,
Well,
he does, but he doesn't, if that makes sense.
no, I don't think it does, but he does. I think that it can fit. I think that Heyman with Reigns works together, but there's a lot of the time that Heyman is just the guy in the background carrying the belt, where Lesnar needs Heyman. He doesn't have the mic skills. He doesn't have that ability. And let's face it, Lesnar is better as the quiet, lurking monster.
Yeah.
He needs to be the
But
thing that you're
it
scared of
works.
in the closet.
Yeah, but it works for Heyman to be that, to be that calm before the storm kind of thing. He's coming out talking to you, and then all you know is that Roman's going to appear at some point.
Right. Exactly. And that's where that works, but you notice they're taking that more and more away.
Sure.
Man, The Rock will beat. So Nelson Mania is saying that he thinks The Rock will take the belt from Reigns as his way of saying he is the true head of the table. It could work, but I don't see The Rock
But
taking any
here's
matches after that.
here's the question though. Where do you go? If Rock does take the belt, that means Rock's going to have to, you know, do his movies and plus be the champion.
And then who beats The Rock?
Who beats The Rock for the belt? Like, where do you go from there? Basically, it needs to be Brock. It needs to be Brock Lesnar. It has to be. In
Yeah.
order for this to work, it has got to be Brock that takes that belt from Roman.
And look at the build you would have doing, because you would have, and this would also lead to the Roman face turn.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is going to lead to the Roman face turn. And with the Tuesday night show, I have no idea. We usually plan that at about
Well, actually,
Monday.
let's throw it up to you. What do you guys want to see on the Tuesday show? We're gonna. How about this? This Tuesday, our viewers pick what we decide what we rebook. You give them one op. Okay, how about this? You give them one option. I give them one option, and then we'll decide on the third.
Okay. All right. I don't see them having Lesnar beat The Rock.
So at the end of this show, we'll give you our two options, and then give you the third, and then you can pick from there.
Yeah, and I definitely don't see them having him have a match on a first off a unpromoted match on a Monday night and just losing the belt at random.
Yeah,
That
no, it won't happen that way. They're gonna want to promote this. Bottom line. So it's already 3:04. So let's say we go ahead and give the rebooking ideas and all that stuff.
I don't really know. I haven't put much of thought into it. I've been doing some other shit over this weekend, and I just no. I've been mainly
Okay.
making videos to piss off Kenny Omega.
Okay. Nelson has chimed in here. TNA rebranding.
The TNA rebranding / rebook. I can kind of see that. I mean, TNA. Let's face it, TNA was once the second coming of a powerhouse, and then all of a sudden, Hogan and Bischoff screwed that all up.
Yeah. So that could be one option. Anybody else want to chime in with theirs? It's open air and opportunity here, people. Come on. Anytime.
Well, all right. I say we go with that. For now, we'll put that up as one of the choices. We'll come up with a couple others and watch for Mike versus the Blue Meanie.
I would go over. Because I'm in charge of this. I'm the goddamn pencil in this scenario. I will go over. I will go over. Bottom line.
I can rebook that one right now. Out of business.
That was good. That was good. I like that one. Anyway.
Like I said, the cancer of the wrestling world right there.
Anyway, we will be back
until Tuesday night.
We'll be back with a rebooking on Tuesday. Also, do not forget, July 3rd is a roundtable discussion. Joe, tell them what it's about.
This is going to be top draws of all eras, starting as back early as I can remember, or do some statistical lookups. Speaking of things I've looked up, me and you talk off air. Another thing is, like I said, this is going to be a roundtable with everyone. Already have confirmed Sean and Nelson Mania Rolling Wild. We will, anyone who wants to be part of this, let me know in comments. We will keep a list. And we have 6 seats available. I had one person drop out. They are now planning to go out of town, so they will not be able to make it. All you need to do this is some form of connection to Wi-Fi, cell phone, however you do, get on the internet and Google Chrome. I will send you a link. You click on the link, you come in.
But here's the thing. You don't have to be linked in to be in. We will answer the comments as they come into.
Yeah, absolutely. Always the comments are going on both YouTube, or both Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitch. We are on live on all 3 simultaneously. Comments for all will come in here and we can see it, put it on screen. You can ask your questions, give your opinion, tell us we're wrong, or get rolled on by Nelson Mania.
Pretty much. So we'll see you Tuesday with the rebooking. We'll see you Sunday for weekend review. And also, like you said, July 3rd, we'll be here with the roundtable. So tell them where they can get us all at, Joe.
Plus, we got June 24th coming before all that, where we will be at, what is it, Summer Splash?
Is it June 24th or 25th?
25th. Sorry, 24th is Thursday. The hell was that?
I was...
snort coke on your own time.
So anyway, tell them where they can find us, Joe.
You can always find us at Two Guys in the Wrestling Podcast, TGWP, Facebook. We do have a Twitter page, TGWP11. If you want to see what crazy crap I'm getting into, which I've already been blocked by 12 people. I'm speeding up here, folks. Basically, I go by the motto of I'm off to do sketchy shit, and I don't care if I get away with it. So, yeah, that's where you're going to see the world premiere of the brand new Kenny Omega entrance video to South Park's Finger Bang You. Yeah. Finger bang bang. Yeah, I'm going for that. Also, we're going to have... We're also going to have Dominic Mysterio covering R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly. This is all going to happen on Twitter, where they don't really give a crap that I'm an asshole, unlike Facebook.
And also, there is a discussion among myself and Joel about doing Create a Wrestler League.
Yes.
This is with WWE 2K20.
2K, whatever the fuck.
2K, whatever the fuck. Basically, what it is, you create your wrestler, and me and Joel are going to form this Fed thing called TGCW, Two Guys Championship Wrestling. We will create storylines, have championships, do shows, do weekly shows, all that fun jazz, and that will be on Twitch. We're not sure exactly when that will happen.
No, because somebody's got to get off his tubby ass so I can get over there to see what I need to get to hook it all up.
You want to come over next weekend, motherfucker?
Doesn't really matter to me. Wait, no. Well, Sunday might not be bad, but I don't know if Saturday I got plans.
All right, just let me know what the plan is. And like I said, we will see you back here on Tuesday. So for all of you yin yang fucks in the chat,
Yeah, it's for Nelson Mania. I got to come up with a better nickname for the other Nelson instead of the other Nelson. But we got Nelson Mania, Mike Maverick, and the resident asshole.
Yeah, the resident asshole, Nelson Mania, Mike Maverick, the other Nelson, Sean, that guy that just randomly appears asking for postal codes. We'll see you on Tuesday. Two guys in a wrestling podcast.
Later.